I cannot tell you enough how much I am loving the Golden Bachelorette. Now, I know that perhaps the Bachelor and the Bachelorette kind of disappointed us recently, how things haven't worked out for them. And there's a massive difference between the Bachelor, Bachelorette, and the Golden Bachelorette. For me, what I keep seeing on this, like it's just the first 2 episodes, you guys have to watch it, honestly. There's so much emotional intelligence there. I love that these men are older. They're all like, 57 to like 69 or something like that. The Bachelorette, she is Joan and she's 61. And I find it so refreshing that the men are not so ego driven at all. Honestly, it's like just a different energy, especially when we just finished watching the shit show of Jen, the Bachelorette, compared to these men on the Golden Bachelorette. It is such an amazing thing to see, and for your brain, honestly, to see it as evidence of like, oh my gosh, really good men that are emotional, they're emotionally intelligent, they're vulnerable, they're not scared to be vulnerable. They're emotionally available. They have loved, and a lot of them have lost. Their wives have died and passed away. I'm all for it. I'm all for the widows, right? I just feel so drawn to so many of these people as they're telling their story. It's really night and day compared to the man-child or the men children on the Bachelorette that we just saw. Like, in all seriousness, it's night and day. And so, like, if you have heard me talk about this franchise, I really do love it for so many reasons. But this one in particular, I insist you watch it. Listen to this episode that I'm talking, because I know that we're used to this bullshit sometimes when we're talking to people and it's surface level. It's like not deep. There's no emotional depth. It's like what's happening with like the dating society and the world of like playing games. What I love about this is that everyone is so raw, and here is my heart, and it's not bullshit. It's like you really feel like it's genuine, and the guys are all cheering each other on. They are also supportive. They're also mature. I just feel that it's refreshing. Like, I feel like everyone needs to see the Golden Bachelorette. Unfortunately, I'm not even getting paid for this. I feel like I'm like a sponsor or whatever you call it. Like, I'm not. I just absolutely loved it. I was in tears. Okay, understand something, okay? You're going to watch it, and if you have some kind of a heart, you're going to cry. There's no way you're not going to tear up. Like, your heart will 100% feel things, and that's a good thing. Like, I don't want you to watch it and be cold and be like, screw this. Like, I want you to go into it watching with an open heart. And I want you to have a renewed faith, renewed hope in finding love. And sometimes, I work with a lot of different clients, different ages. And I do hear sometimes, my clients worry, or they say things like they're too old. And I'm like, hell no, you're not. And this is one of the things that I love is that, we're talking about everyone's in their 60s on this show for the most part, right? And they are falling in love. And you'll see like a little snippet of what's to come. But it's so inspiring to be present, to be vulnerable, to, truly trust in the universe and in trust that you will connect with someone, as long as you keep showing up in your life openly and vulnerably and having that unwavering faith that you are going to connect on a very deep level with the right partner. You just have to be willing to show up authentically and openly and vulnerably like these people are doing. It's just beautiful to watch. And so, like, I don't want to do any spoilers or whatever, but I will talk a little bit, just like a couple little examples for you. Okay. Today's episode will be short, but like, when Jack showed up singing My Way, That's actually one of my songs of my dad that I always think of and like literally cry. So like he comes in singing that song out of the limo, and I'm like, this is the cutest thing in the world. And I thought of my dad. And my dad has sang that at karaoke like one time in my life, and I was in tears. Like, you guys, it's just such a perfect song for my dad. That really is. He really does everything his way, and he doesn't give a shit. And I love it. And I feel like this is kind of the theme, even like when you get older, you just stop caring about, you know, pleasing other people and doing what you should be doing, and you just do everything the way that's really aligned to yourself. So like that message alone, you know, and that's just, if you guys don't know what song My Way is, like, what's going on? I was like, what? You need to seriously go listen to it. It's Frank Sinatra. It's called My Way. It's so good. And it's actually really amazing. And so anyway, Jack, I'm not even a fan of. The only thing I liked about Jack is that he was singing that song. He just, I don't know. I just didn't see him for Joan at all. And he does go bye-bye, so it doesn't even matter. But like, stop, you guys. The guy that I'm so rooting for, who I absolutely love, is Kelsey's dad, Mark, I believe is his name. And oh my God, he's amazing. Isn't Mark now? I have notes here. But you don't understand, you guys. He is everything. I just like love him for her. Yeah, Mark, that's his name. And he's just, oh my God, he's just so freaking sweet and so genuine. And I just like love, this sounds dark, I know, but I just love a man who has loved and lost their wife. Like, I just feel like, and did Mark lose his wife? I don't know, but there's a few guys on there that talk about how much they loved and they lost them, and how emotional they were, you know, and how blessed they were to have loved them. One of the guys compares Joan to his wife that he lost, or his fiance that passed away. It's just, I feel like there's such an appreciation from these men, and there's a level of like this gratitude. And so that quality of just being grateful, you know, grateful for your life, grateful that you're still here, you know, grateful that you've had this opportunity to love, you know, and have another opportunity to love again. There's this resounding energy from the men of just gratitude. And I truly feel that one of the biggest things that Will and I, you know, my husband, that we're celebrating 17 years this December, I feel like we are so grateful. We're a very grateful people. We honestly pray every day. And I'm not saying, you know, you have to believe in whatever and pray every day, but like, to us and our family, like, this is what we do. This is what we do with the kids. It's just that we're very grateful and we're very thankful. We say that out loud. We're grateful for our health, for our family, for our love, things like that. And we don't forget it. And you know, we make it a point to not take each other for granted. And I feel like sometimes what happens in this busy world, it's like go, go, go. There's no time to stop and appreciate what you've got and where you are and who you're with. It's like you're going so fast, you're like missing it. And so, you know, this is one of the reasons I love being out here in like the islands, like the Canary Islands. It's like so slower paced here. And anyone living an island life, like I just love that. And I know it's not for everybody. You know, people love like the city life and New York and whatever else. But like, you really have to make it a point, if you don't do this already, to just stop and be grateful. And I promise you, it is one of the best things you can do for your life, for yourself, because whatever you're grateful, when you're in that energy, the universe delivers even more. Okay. It just all comes. It just comes. So you're not in that energy of lack. Like, I'm lacking this, I'm lacking that. I don't have this, I don't have shit. And you're in the negative, because it's only going to bring more shit, right? You got to be in that energy of gratitude to just keep receiving more. And you're not, and by the way, it's not like I don't want it to be like you're grateful so you can get more. That's not the energy at all that I'm talking about. It's really about being freaking grateful, like truly looking at your life and what are the positives? What are the good things in your life? Lean into it, write it down daily, make it part of your journey, your, you know, everyday morning routine. And like, this is one of the things that I love about this Golden Bachelorette. It's like they are all so grateful. And I think because of their age, like they're getting older, knocking on heaven's door time, like, you know, they might feel like, oh my, and a lot of them have lost their spouses. They are just feeling their life so presently, like they're just so present because they know it could be gone in a moment's notice, right? Like, boom. And maybe us young people, and like, by the way, I'm not like, am I midlife? I'm a midlife person now. I'm 43. I still feel very young, but I do think that so many people in their 30s and their 40s, even in the freaking 20s, like everybody's just like, oh, whatever, I'll get my shit together eventually. Or I'm just having fun and having fun with these people and I'll eventually get it together. And it's all going by so fast. And so, and not only that, you're wasting time with the wrong people. So this is where, like, I'm all about being intentional. Slow down. What are you worth? Think about your worth. Think about who you're spending time with. Are they truly adding value to your life? Are they helping you shine your light? And so, like, when you watch shows like the Golden Bachelorette, it reminds you, or it just puts a light on how you can navigate your life with more intention. I love how Joan values family. When she asks questions to these men, are they aligned? You can see that in practice, because I want you to go out and practice and have serious conversations like that with whoever you're swiping on and chatting with. Don't be scared to do that. Okay, let me know if you're listening to this on YouTube. Drop me a comment. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you for listening. But let me know what you're thinking of the Golden Bachelorette. Are you listening to this episode and you're thinking, hell no, I'm not watching that bullshit? Or are you thinking, oh my God, I'm watching, I'm obsessed? Or are you going to try and check it out? I want to know. Let me know, because I seriously will keep watching and I feel like it's going to help you on your journey. Thank you for listening. And remember, it has to be crazy love or nothing.